that you also have with the goddesses, that I think that will give more strength to this message of unity that we both have in our heart, and that we both agree to share with everybody. That is the purpose of what we are here.
Do you have a copy of the book, Camilla?
Yes, I do.
I'll have a request for you a little later. So, but I'll start. Oh, great. So we'll do it together. So yeah, let me start. Thousand Seeds of Joy began in 2009 when my collaborator Jade, Devi and I started receiving messages. And it was something about the three of us coming together. Even Jade, Devi before then had not really got any messages from Lakshmi ji. And somehow one day we were together, and Jade is also a great channel like Camilla, and it just started. And the first half an hour just blew me away. The first time I heard Lakshmi ji's voice, I knew that I was going to spend my whole life doing this work. I just knew it in the first half an hour. She told me about the past lives with, working with her, and, it was a very, very sweet message. And then the journey began, and right in the opening paragraph of Thousand Seeds of Joy, Lakshmi ji says that she'll be bringing in more goddesses. And I'll just first finish maybe in English, and then I'll translate in Hindi. I'll just say the whole thing in Hindi. So she'll be bringing other goddesses, even from the Western pantheons. And at that time, I didn't understand what exactly that meant, because for a number of years, we just channeled her. And then she brought in Saraswati ji one day. She and I had a very, very, strong connection. She even once told me to go buy a ring for her. So I said, okay. And I went to this shop, the jewelry shop, and I bought a ring. And then I came back and I put it at the altar of Lakshmi ji, that this is, let me just shut this off. There's something going on in my WhatsApp, might be on. There we go. Okay, so I put it at the altar, and then we had another session with her, and she said, "Where's the ring?" And I showed it to her in, my mind, and she said, "Now you wear it." So I still wear that ring. So sometimes people ask me, like, "Are you married?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not. That's my goddess ring." So it's like, with divine, you can make any connection. You can be there. They can be your father, mother, like Mother Mary is. They can even be your beloved. They can be every connection is fine, if it's divine, So Lakshmi is everything, she's like a mother, sister, daughter, she's just a divine feminine. And so she opened up this profound path with her, and we kept receiving messages. It was 2 years later, we decided we'll do a book. And because the messages, I've been like reading all kinds of spiritual books since I was 17. That's when I had my process. And so since then, it's been a journey. So I'll just speak a little bit in Hindi now, just for the Hindi audience. तो मैं सबको ये बता रहा था कि मेरा जो रास्ता है लक्ष्मी जी के साथ, आज हम उसके बारे में थोड़ी चर्चा करेंगे, क्योंकि कमिला जी ने कहा कि ये जो यूनिटी का मैसेज है, जिसमें हम सबको एकता में ला रहे हैं, उसमें थाउजेंड सीड्स ऑफ जॉय जो किताब है, अगर आपने नहीं सुना इसके बारे में, सो ये नाम है थाउजेंड सीड्स ऑफ जॉय। इसका हिंदी में भी ट्रांसलेट एक काम चल रहा है थोड़े टाइम से। उसका हिंदी का नाम है खुशी के हजार फूल। तो ये किताब कैसे शुरू हुई इसके बारे में बता रहा था। तो 2007 में सबसे पहले बात हुई, फिर 2009 में ये किताब शुरू हुई। और लक्ष्मी जी से पहले जब बात करी, पहला आधा घंटा जब मैंने उनसे चैनलिंग करी, एक है जेड जो हमारे साथ काम करती थी, जेड देवी, और उनके थ्रू बात करी जैसे कमिला जी बात करती हैं। और पहले आधे घंटे में मुझे ऐसे लगा कि मेरी पूरी ज़िंदगी बदल जाएगी, क्योंकि उन्होंने कुछ ऐसे मैसेजेस दिए पिछली लाइफ के बारे में। हमने बहुत साथ में काम किया हुआ है। सो उस मैसेज के बाद मैं रिंग के बारे में बता रहा था कि लक्ष्मी जी की एक रिंग खरीदी, वो जो मैं पहनता हूँ, और वो बातें कर रहे थे। सो अब आज क्या करेंगे, आज थोड़ा सा थाउजेंड सीड्स ऑफ जॉय के बारे में थोड़ी सी बातें करेंगे। तो इस किताब में जो ज्ञान है वो है दिव्य नारित्व के बारे में। और दिव्य नारित्व, दिव्य पुरुषत्व, और ये एक तरह के दो एस्पेक्ट्स हैं हमारे, डिवाइन फेमिनिन और डिवाइन मैस्कुलिन। और अपन जिंदगी बिता देते हैं वूंडेड फेमिनिन, वूंडेड मैस्कुलिन में। तो अपन जैसे कि वूंडेड होते हैं ना, घायल वुड बी द राइट वर्ड। एक तरह का फेमिनिन जो जो कि मुझे कोई प्यार नहीं करता, मेरी ज़िंदगी में कोई खुशी नहीं है, ये हो गया एक तरह का वूंडेड फेमिनिन। और वूंडेड मैस्कुलिन हो गया एकदम अग्रेसिव, वायलेंट, उस तरह का। उनकी जगह डिवाइन फेमिनिन, डिवाइन मैस्कुलिन। डिवाइन फेमिनिन हो गया एकदम ब्यूटीफुल, जॉयफुल, लवली, डांसिंग, हारमोनियस, ऑल द टाइम इन हार्मनी। और डिवाइन मैस्कुलिन हो गया जैसे स्ट्रक्चर, स्टेबिलिटी, आपका फोकस एंड ऑल ऑफ डिसिप्लिन, ऑल ऑफ दैट। तो ये जो चार प्रकार की क्वालिटीज़ हैं, डिवाइन फेमिनिन, डिवाइन मैस्कुलिन, वूंडेड फेमिनिन, वूंडेड मैस्कुलिन, इनके बारे में इस किताब में बहुत ज्ञान है। और आपने सुना मदर मेरी कोई कल बोल रही थी ना कि वो मैस्कुलिन भी हैं, फेमिनिन भी हैं। तो उनका जो फोकस था कि भगवान से जो उन्होंने सुना कि तुम्हें जन्म देना है जीसस को, और जीसस को क्रूसिफाई किया जाएगा और तुम उनकी माँ बन के आओगी, ये उनका मैसेज था। तो इतना इतना मतलब स्ट्रॉन्ग मैसेज था, कोई भी माँ का दिल हिल जाए ये सुन के। मगर वो एकदम पुरुषत्व में रही और उन्होंने उसका पालन किया। अटैचमेंट नहीं आया कि क्या हो रहा है। और वो डिवाइन फेमिनिन भी थी। तो ये जो डिविनिटी के बारे में है उसमें काफ़ी सारे मैसेजेस हैं किताब में। और चक्रों के बारे में है, जो हमारे साथ चक्र हैं उनके बारे में, एक एक चक्र पे ले जाती है। और फिर सारी कहानियां हैं, राधा के रूप में, सीता के रूप में, यशोधरा के रूप में, द्रौपदी के रूप में, रुक्मिणी। रुक्मिणी के बारे में इतना नहीं है, मगर और जो देवियां हैं उनके बारे में बड़ा ही प्यारा प्यारा ज्ञान है। द्रौपदी के बारे में उनका सच्चा प्यार कर्ण है, वो बताती है। बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग किताब है, आप जरूर पढ़िएगा। सो आई गो बैक टू इंग्लिश नाउ। सो आई kind of took them a little forward, talked about the book. So this book, Thousand Seeds of Joy, as I was explaining in Hindi, it's about divine feminine. And I think you might have heard these words as I was speaking. So we have these aspects within ourselves. We are divine feminine, we are divine masculine, we're also wounded feminine, and we're also wounded masculine. Most of the time we are in our heads. So we're in the wounded feminine, wounded masculine energies. And wounded feminine energies are, nobody loves me, I'm ugly, I don't have any joy in my life, I can never be attractive, I can never get a partner. All of those thoughts, of worthlessness and all of that. That is wounded feminine. Wounded masculine would be thoughts of aggression, violence, where you are angry and aggressive and hateful, and and those kind of thoughts, that'll be all very wounded masculine energy. And then divine feminine would be, the feminine flowing like rivers, beautiful, melodious, joyful, harmonious, in harmony with everything. And then divine masculine would be something that holds that in a structure, gives that space for the divine feminine. So like stability, focus, discipline, that Mother Mary needed. She needed that discipline to remain unattached. Something would happen to Jesus, she knew, and she still had to just remain focused on the message of God. That's divine masculine. So the book goes deep into these concepts. And then Lakshmiji also says that we have androgynous souls. So sometimes visualize this if you can. And we're so conditioned we never visualize this, because I may see myself as a man and somebody else may see themselves as a woman, and that itself is a conditioning. Because if you continuously you see yourself as only one sex, then what happens is you are cutting out half of your personality. You just visualize, what if I'm a woman? You might think, oh, that's weird. Nothing weird about it. Lakshmi ji told me once in Venice for 7 days, because I was writing about divine feminine. She said, for 7 days, you have to visualize you're a woman in every way. Just think of yourself as woman for 7 days, because you need to really go deep into the feminine. And I did that, and that experience changed me. I did not become more feminine, like, don't be afraid, all the men out there. I was as masculine. In fact, I became more masculine because I got this little stability, and with this joy of feminine, I became more grounded. So if you get in really in touch with divine feminine, your divine masculine will rise. As they say, wherever there's Radha, there's Krishna. So if you think people are not seeing you as divine masculine, embrace divine feminine and you'll become divine masculine. So there's a lot of that knowledge, and the knowledge about chakras and all the chakras, and then mostly lifetimes of Lakshmi ji. Starts with Sita, then Radha, and then from Radha it goes into Yashodhara, in Draupadi's life, and then Yashodhara's life. So you cover Ramayana, Mahabharata, and then you go into Buddhism. So it's got a lot of wisdom about the coming times, matriarchy, a lot of wisdom for modern women. So that's what the book is. And what I would like to do, because I don't want to take too much time away from Kamila ji, it's really, we want Mother Mary energy, that the way she channels. I'll just want to read one part of the book. And the part I've chosen to read today has to do with Mother Mary's daughter-in-law, or her daughter, which is Mary Magdalene. Now, some of you Christians, will be like, what is Ananda Karunesh talking about? Right? Well, I know you've heard of Mary Magdalene as she was a prostitute, and that's what Pope Gregory in Gregory the Great, they used to call him, in 591 AD. He was the one who mixed three Marys together: Mary Magdalene, Mary of Bethany, and another Mary. And these two other Marys, one of them had some problems of sinning and all that, but he started giving these sermons. In every sermon, he would speak of the three Marys in one go. This is just one Mary. So the story spread that Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. There's no mention of that in the Bible ever. This is all Pope Gregory the Great. The evidence is so powerful that in 1969, Pope at that time, the modern Pope, he actually, recanted that. He apologized on behalf of the church. And in 2016 or whenever, or recently, who's the Pope now? I forget his name. This Pope, he's a beautiful, amazing. You might know Camila ji, right? The Pope.
The actual Pope, Francisco.
Yeah.
Francisco in Spanish.
In Spanish, right? So, and he's Spanish. So he actually has called Mary Magdalene the apostle of apostles. And from prostitute to apostle of apostles, okay? So history that you've read is fiction, especially in patriarchal religions, Abrahamic religions. I'll just quickly switch to Hindi, just say this, and then we'll read from the book, okay? तो मैं अभी उनको ये शेयर कर रहा था कि जो मेरी एक कहानी हम सुनाना चाहते हैं आज, और वो है जो मदर मेरी की डॉटर इन लॉ थी, उनकी जो हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, बहू थी उनकी, जीसस की वाइफ थी, उसका नाम था मेरी मैगडलेन। और जो क्रिश्चियन लोग हैं यहाँ, उनसे मैं माफ़ी चाहता हूँ, शायद आपको ये बात ठीक ना लगे, क्योंकि बाइबल में ऐसा वर्णन नहीं है। ये लक्ष्मी जी ने बताया है कि उनकी शादी मेरी मैगडलेन से हुई थी। ऐसा कुछ भी वर्णन कहीं पर भी नहीं है, ये खाली गॉडेस का मैसेज है। मगर एक मिस्टिक क्रिश्चियनिटी की अलग से बुक्स हैं जिसमें ये आया है कि जीसस की वाइफ थी और मेरी मैगडलेन थी। ये बुक्स मिली है नाग हमारी लाइब्रेरी में, और साउथ सी स्क्रॉल्स, आप इनकी रिसर्च कर सकते हैं। तो इसमें काफ़ी रिसर्च है जो सपोर्ट करती है इस बात को। तो मेरी मैगडलेन के बारे में लक्ष्मी जी ने कुछ कहा है थाउजेंड सीड्स ऑफ जॉय में, तो क्योंकि वो जीसस की वाइफ थी और जीसस भी उनसे मैसेजेस लेते थे। आपको समझना होगा कि ये सब प्रीस्टेसेस थी तब। मदर मेरी एक गॉडेस टेम्पल में प्रीस्टेस थी, और जीसस वो टेम्पल में बड़े हुए थे। सब मेट्रियार्कल थॉट्स थे उनके उनके टेम्पल में। और वो एकदम लास्ट टाइम था मेट्रियार्की का, क्योंकि उसके बाद जीसस को जब सूली पे चढ़ाया उसके बाद ये सब बंद कर दिए मेट्रियार्कल टेम्पल्स। तो मेरी मैगडलिन भी उसी तरह की एक प्रीस्टेस थी, और उनको भी बहुत मेडिटेशन होते थे। कई ज्ञान जो आप सोचते हैं जीसस के हैं, वो मेरी मैगडलिन ने और मदर मेरी ने, दोनों ने मिलके जीसस को बताए हैं, और वो जीसस नॉलेज देते थे लोगों को। तो ये सारा मिक्स था जो हिस्ट्री में अपन ने खाली जीसस को क्रेडिट दिया है, मगर उन दोनों का भी रोल था। सो आई थिंक आई एम डन both languages today. I'm like, wow. So
You're
I'm
doing
gonna
perfectly.
yes. So I do want to invoke, goddesses Lakshmi Ji and Durga Ji, Durga Mata, Lakshmi Mata, and Mother Mary to be with us here. And with that, I have something for you, Kamila Ji. I want you to read from page 60 in the book, and it starts with Mary.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yes, Anandaji, you know that not my pronunciation in English is not the best one. Are you
That's
sure
the
you want me to read, or it's better for you
I
to
think
read?
it'll be great if you read. So if you read, let me open up the Hindi translation. So when you will read, then I will. Oh, I hope I find it. Where did I put it? Um, I just opened up a translation.
It's chapter
Um,
number 7, right?
yes, but I wanted to do the translation in Hindi, and that's what I'm trying to find. So hope I don't close something that I don't want to close. Preview X. Yes. Mother Mary. Okay, just give me 1 second. I will get it. I think it is somewhere here. I had opened it and it is no longer there. Okay, you do this. You read it. We will not translate line by line. By then, I will find the translation and then I will read it.
Okay, Anandaji. In which page? 60, you
Page
said?
60, it starts with Mary was one of several sisters.
Okay, but in my book,
Do you
in
have
page,
the white copy, or wait a second, it's not 60, it is
I think
even
it's not.
Mary chapter.
Yes, but
And then it is on the third,
it's here. It's in 63.
63.
Mary was
Okay.
one of several sisters, right? This part.
Yeah, this part.
Okay. And you tell me when to stop.
Okay, yeah, just basically 2 paragraphs, I think, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Mary was one of several sisters in her family. She had high intuition and could manifest many things in her life. She was known for her beauty and amazingly attractive eyes. She had comely limbs and dressed simply. Her hair was also her crowning glory. She was chosen by Jesus, the beloved ascended being from high above, and was preordinate to be his spiritual partner, for they had already spent lifetimes together. She recognized him and asked the goddesses to bring them together. They met during a family ceremony. She had never been one that would bring herself to the attention of a man. She sequestered herself, spending much time alone before Jesus came to her, a fact that has not been written in scriptures. She was also very musically inclined and talented. She had no fear of the tasks that would lie before the man whom she loved. She also saw him for the man that he was and did not just worship him as a god. This endeared him towards her. He pursued her through the ceremonial and traditional dating rituals of those times. She was wooed by his beloved ascended being, and their love was blessed by Mother Mary and Joseph and by the whole family. Should I continue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, one more paragraph, and then I'll start.
Jesus was able to listen to the advice she provided. He shared some of Mary's teachings, which he received in the edifices that were built and dedicated to those pure in heart, and brought them to him. So the teaching that Jesus received his wisdom from his Father only is not correct. This will also be brought to light as more records are revealed in future times. Jesus and Mary also had children together, since it was the law of the time to consummate a marriage and have children. She kept herself away from the masses. This is why so many in the past had incorrect information. Jesus protected her from the burden that would become his. Thus, Mary traveled far away and spent much time alone, yet again. She took her children with her to raise them. She also taught them many lessons, devotionals, contemplations, poetry, and songs. Those will also come to light later. It is so beautiful and it's so true. And I'm like,
Isn't that amazing? And,
yes,
and it is like, imagine such a divine goddess. She's also called Sophia. And look at what patriarchy did. They called her a prostitute for 1500 years.
yeah,
I mean,
terrible.
it's just, yeah. So I'll just share this message in Hindi and then we'll be done with the
And
book.
then I would like to say something, but maybe better
But
you
now,
share it in Hindi and then now? Should I say it
or,
now?
or I will, yeah, then you can wait. Unless you want to do it now.
No, I think it's better you do the translation and then I do. So the
Okay.
people not to wait that long.
So now this Hindi is very, Asha ji did it and I cannot pronounce some words, but I will try my best. Okay. ओके तो ये अब मैं जरा हिंदी में आपको सुना रहा हूँ वही मैसेज। ये मेरी मैगडलिन के बारे में है जो जीसस की वाइफ थी, उनकी पत्नी थी, मगर उनको एक बहुत ही ख़राब रूप से पेश किया गया है हिस्ट्री में। तो लक्ष्मी जी से हमने जब पूछा तो मेरी के बारे में, तो ये लक्ष्मी जी ने बताया। तो मेरी अपने परिवार में कई बहनों में से एक थी। उनका सहज ज्ञान बहुत उच्च था और उन्होंने अपने जीवन में कई कार्य पूरे किए थे। वह अपनी सुंदरता और विस्मयपूर्वक आकर्षक आँखों के लिए प्रसिद्ध थी। वह बेहद खूबसूरत थी। उनका पहनावा साधारण था। उनके बाल उनकी सुंदरता पर चार चांद लगा देते थे। उनके उच्च लोक से दीप्तिमान प्राणी यीशु द्वारा चुना गया था। उन्हें उच्च लोक से यीशु द्वारा चुना गया था। वह उनकी आध्यात्मिक साथी होने के लिए पहले से ही नियत थी, क्योंकि वे पहले भी कई जन्म एक साथ बिता चुके थे। मेरी ने उन्हें पहचान लिया और देवी देवताओं से उन्हें मिलने का आग्रह किया। वे एक पारिवारिक समारोह में मिले। मेरी कभी भी पुरुष को आकर्षित करने में विश्वास नहीं रखती थी। यीशु के उनके पास आने के पहले उन्होंने स्वयं को काफ़ी समय एकांत में बिताते हुए अकेले बिताया था। यह एक ऐसा तथ्य है जिसका जिक्र धर्म ग्रंथों में नहीं किया गया है। उनके संगीत की तरफ काफ़ी रुझान था और वे प्रतिभाशाली थी। उन्हें अपने कार्यों का उस पुरुष के सामने आने का कोई डर नहीं था जिसे वह प्यार करती थी। उन्होंने यीशु को उस पुरुष के रूप में ही नहीं देखा जो वे थे, बल्कि एक भगवान के रूप में, ना कि केवल एक भगवान के रूप में उनकी पूजा करी। इस मनोभाव ने ही यीशु को उनके प्रति आकर्षित किया। वे उस समय एक औपचारिक और पारंपरिक जो डेटिंग बोलते हैं के चलन के अनुरूप मिलते रहे। इससे सेंटेंस थोड़ा ठीक नहीं लिखा गया। बेसिकली बोल रहे हैं कि वो उस टाइम के औपचारिक और पारंपरिक तरीके से मिलते रहे। वह इस प्यारे दीप्तिमान प्राणी के वशीभूत हो गई और उनके प्यार को मदर मेरी और जोसेफ और उनके परिवारों ने सबने आशीर्वाद दिया। यीशु उनके द्वारा दिए गए उपदेशों को सुनते थे। उन्होंने मेरी के कुछ उपदेशों को साझा किया जो मेरी ने उन भवनों में ग्रहण किए थे जो पवित्र दिल वाले लोगों के लिए बने थे और उनके प्रति समर्पित थे। तो केवल वही शिक्षा सही नहीं थी जो यीशु को विरासत में मिली थी। मेरी को भी प्रकाश में लाया जाएगा जब भविष्य में और खुलासे किए जाएंगे। जीसस और मेरी के बच्चे भी हुए क्योंकि विवाह को पूर्ण करना और बच्चे पैदा करना उस समय का नियम था। मेरी ने स्वयं को भीड़ भाड़ से दूर रखा। यही कारण है कि अतीत में कई लोगों को उनके विषय में गलत जानकारी थी। यीशु ने उन्हें उन बोझों से बचाया जो उनके स्वयं के बोझ बन गए। फिर मेरी दूर चली गई जीसस के क्रूसिफिक्शन के बाद और अकेले समय व्यतीत किया। वहाँ अपने बच्चों के पालन पोषण के लिए उन्हें अपने साथ ले गई और उन्हें भी कई पाठ, भक्ति, चिंतन, कविता और गीत सिखाए। ये सब भी बाद में भविष्य में सामने लाया जाएगा। तो ये था मेरी मैगडलेन जो मदर मेरी की बेटी की जैसी थी, जीसस की वाइफ थी। और इतनी पवित्र और इतनी दिव्य आत्मा को किस रूप से, प्रोस्टिट्यूट के रूप से पेश किया गया है। तो ये कहानी है पेट्रियार्की की। और अब मदर मेरी आई हैं इसको बदलने के लिए, वापस मेट्रियार्की लाने के लिए, जिनसे सारी देवियां जुड़ी हैं, लक्ष्मी जी, दुर्गा माँ, लक्ष्मी माँ, मदर मेरी, और कितनी देवियां देवी सर्कल में हैं अभी। आज भी इस समय भी मुझे लगता है जैसे किसी ने कहा था कल कि कम से कम 8-9 देवियां मौजूद थी। तो यहाँ हो सकता है सरस्वती जी भी हैं, पार्वती जी भी हैं। देवी सर्कल्स की एक खासियत है कि वर्कशॉप्स में कई देवियां आती हैं। कई बार जब हम लाइव वर्कशॉप करते हैं, जैसे फिजिकल लोकेशन में देवी क्रिया करते थे, तो लोगों को देवी दिखती थी, नज़र भी आती थी क्रिया में। तो दिस इज़ वेरी स्पेशल। आपको लगता होगा कि ये बस कोई एक कोर्स है, बट नो, दिस इज़ वेरी वेरी स्पेशल, क्योंकि एक निर्माण किया जा रहा है विश्व में पूरे मेट्रियार्कल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस का, और छोटे छोटे देवी सर्कल्स बनेंगे दुनिया भर में। तो फैलते जाएंगे और वो जो स्ट्रेंथ आएगी, जो शक्ति आएगी, उससे मेट्रियार्की फैलेगी। So I just told them, I just connected it a little bit, Kamila ji, to Devi Circle also, and you know how Mary Magdalene, such a pure woman, such a divine woman, was painted as a prostitute, and what patriarchy has done. And so Mother Mary has come today, and she's with us today, with Durga Ma, with Lakshmi Ma, with other goddesses. There are more than one present here, more than 2-3 present here. And they all, you know, when you do these Devi Circle workshops, goddesses actually come here, and you get the blessings. You know, if there are 160 people today, they can channel in more energy. But if there were 500 people, maybe even there could be more energy that could be channeled. And it's not a matter of numbers, but when divine beings work, you can get more energy if there are more people. That's why some of the gurus, they say you should meditate with 5,000 people or whatever. It's just like electricity. If you know there's an electric station where you're producing electricity and a village only has 3 homes, they just cannot send out so much electricity because they'll blow up the 3 homes. But if you've got millions of homes, you can send out a lot of electricity. So it's good that you all have joined, and you all can help bring Mother Mary's energy, and we can spread this in Devi circles. So that's my message from the book. Rest of the time is with you, and I will just translate what you will be saying, Kamila ji, and let's get you on the spotlight. Yes, thank you so much. And now you wanted to share something.
Yes, and then I want to say something about Maria Magdalena or Mary Magdalene. Actually, the information that I have received is that she got enlightened fully by accepting herself as a woman with all what it means. Only when she loved herself, when she felt completely with her own presence, then she was ready to connect with her twin flame, which was Jesus Christ. Every time that a very enlightened soul comes to this planet, into this earth, because of the density of this dimension, some veils will come, and it takes some time to start remembering about our true nature, about our essence, and that also happened to Maria Magdalene. Mother Mary, and also through Anna's teachings, Anna was Mother Mary's mom. So Mother Mary and also Anna helped Maria Magdalene to connect with her true essence. They guide her in the process of purification. And that process of purification, it's something that I will also like to share with all of you. This is the information that I have received from Mother Mary of how we can get in contact with our inner essence, with our true self. So I think that maybe we can connect these beautiful paragraphs that we have read from your book with that part of the workshop about how to connect with our true essence, how to start remembering.
So I'll translate that just quickly.
Yes.
तो बड़ा ही प्यारा मैसेज दे रही हैं कमला जी कि मरिया मैग्डलिन, मरिया भी बोलते हैं उन्हें, उनको भी, हालांकि वो एकदम दिव्य आत्मा थी, जैसे राधा सीता इस तरह की दिव्य आत्मा थी, और वो जब जीवन में आई तो ये जो थर्ड डायमेंशन रियलिटी है, इसमें इतना वो होती है ना, डेंसिटी होती है कि वो भी कुछ टाइम के लिए भूल गई कि वो कौन है। और फिर जब उन्होंने अपने आप को पूरी तरह से एक्सेप्ट किया कि मैं कौन हूँ, और वो एक्सेप्टेंस में, वो करने में उनको सहायता मिली मदर मेरी की, और मदर मेरी की जो माँ है सेंट एन, उनकी भी सहायता मिली। उन दोनों ने मिलकर उनके जो अंदर का जो ज्ञान है उसको जगाया, और फिर उन्होंने अपने आप को पूरी तरह से स्वीकार किया, एक्सेप्ट किया, सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस। और वो होने के बाद फिर उनको जीसस मिले। जीसस से मिलना था, मगर उसके पहले उनका ये अपने आप को स्वीकार करना बहुत ज़रूरी था। तो ये मैसेज बता रही थी। और अब हम सब भी उसी दिशा में जाएंगे इस वर्कशॉप में, अपने आप को कैसे स्वीकार करना है। सो विल ऑल्सो गो इन दैट सेम डायरेक्शन ऑफ self acceptance and all of that. And back to you.
Yes, correct. Thank you, Nandaji. So we asked to Mother Mary, if we're going to teach about this process of purification that you have gave to us, I think that it's important that we all understand, what do you mean by purity, by purification? Because we can understand this word in so many ways. And sometimes when we talk about being pure, we tend to think that being pure means or equals to be perfect. And I think that this needs a clarification, because it's not like that. I asked Mother Mary, to be pure means that we do not have any negative emotions, or that we do not make any kind of mistakes. And what Mother Mary said, that is, it's not related to that. Emotions basically, they play a very important role for us in this world, because they really help us to adapt to this environment. Emotions are part of our physical body, and our physical body is our vehicle to live this experience. So therefore, if we call negative emotion, for example, fear, or for example, anger, these negative emotions are really helpful for us. And in certain moments of our life, or of our physical experience, we will need those emotions in order to cope, in order to address certain circumstances. So negative emotions, or tending to think that we need to avoid negative emotions is not the way in which we can purify ourselves. It's not related to that. And it's also not related to the absence of mistakes, because mistakes are also important in this reality, in this plane, in this dimension. By mistakes, we learn a lot of things, and mistakes also make us grow. So we should not be afraid of feeling negative emotions, or we should also not be afraid of making mistakes. That it's okay, and that absolutely knows that it's absolutely impossible to come into this reality and not experience such kind of things. So then, what is purification? That is the big question, isn't it? So purification, or to be pure, has a lot to be with with the acceptance of our own vulnerability. What means to accept our vulnerability? Basically, it means to not be afraid of our own light. It means to start coming back to the energy related to our innocence, to our vulnerability, and to understand that innocence and vulnerability is not the same like weakness. It's totally different thing. When we are living our life with from the space of our vulnerability, we are going to turn off our defensive system, our reactive mechanism. That is the one that has helped us to protect ourselves from suffering. But what Mother Mary tells us is that this mechanism of protection is harming us more than what it is protecting us. And then that do you want to translate this part?
Yes. So I'll just start from where you started. So मदर मेरी कह रही हैं, वो बता रही हैं कि अपने आप को स्वीकार करना और अपने आप को जगाना, इनलाइटन करना, उसके लिए प्यूरिफिकेशन ज़रूरी है। मगर प्यूरिफिकेशन जो कि स्पेशली क्रिश्चियनिटी में इस वर्ड का क्या मीनिंग है, उस मीनिंग को समझाना चाह रही हैं। प्यूरिफिकेशन का क्या मतलब है? तो लोग सोचेंगे प्यूरिफिकेशन का मतलब होगा कि मेरे को गलत भावनाएं नहीं आनी चाहिए। जो मानसिक भावनाएं होती हैं, जैसे घृणा का भाव आ गया, गुस्सा आ गया, ये बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए। लोग ये सोचेंगे। फिर लोग ये सोचेंगे कि प्यूरिफिकेशन का मतलब कि मैं कुछ गलतियां ना करूं, कोई भी मिस्टेक ना करूं। और क्रिश्चियनिटी में तो वैसे भी बहुत सिंस के ऊपर बहुत जोर दिया गया है, कैथोलिसिज्म में, कि आपने सिन कर दिया है और ये गलत है। Especially in Christianity, I was saying that there's so much emphasis on sinning that that would make one feel impure. तो अगर गलतियां करना, और तो मदर मेरी कहती है इन सब से प्यूरिफिकेशन का कोई रिश्ता नहीं, कि आप पे गलत भावनाएं आ सकती हैं, क्योंकि भावनाएं तो आपके शरीर का द्वार हैं, आपको दिखाती हैं कि आपको क्या फील हो रहा है। अगर कोई गलत कर रहा है आपके साथ और आपको जरा भी गुस्सा नहीं आएगा, तो आपको को मालूम कैसे पड़ेगा कि कोई गलत कर रहा है? तो भावनाएं तो नेचुरल है, वो आएंगी, गुस्सा भी आएगा, फीलिंग्स आएंगी आपकी। और गलतियां नहीं है, क्योंकि गलतियों से अपन सीखते हैं, लेसन्स आते हैं गलतियों से। तो मदर मेरी कह रही है कि इस प्यूरिफिकेशन वर्ड को अलग से समझना होगा, क्योंकि अगर गलतियां करना भी अलाउड है, भावनाएं भी अलाउड है, तो फिर प्यूरिफिकेशन क्या है? और उसका मतलब समझा रही है कि प्यूरिफिकेशन का मतलब है अपने आप को एक बहुत प्यार से, बहुत गहराई से स्वीकार करना। तो ही तो आप प्योर बन पाएंगे ना। आप अपने आप को कैसे देखेंगे, अपनी प्योरिटी को कैसे जानेंगे, अगर आप अपने आप को ही स्वीकार नहीं कर रहे? क्योंकि वो भावनाएं आपके अगेंस्ट ही आ जाएंगी। अगर आप बार बार बोलेंगे मैं पापी हूँ, मैं पापी हूँ, तो आप अपने आप से ही घृणा कर रहे हैं। तो घृणा करते 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 प्योरिटी कैसे आएगी? तो आपको सबसे पहले अपने आप को स्वीकार करना है। अपने जो भी दुर्बलताएं हैं, जो भी कमियां हैं, उनको स्वीकार करना है। अपनी मासूमियत को स्वीकार करना है। हर तरह से अपने आप को स्वीकार करना है और अपने आप को प्यार से देखना है। वैसे करेंगे तो फिर दरवाज़ा खुलेगा जिसमें आप अपने आप कि जो आत्मा है, जो आपका मन नहीं है, जो आपकी बॉडी नहीं है, उसके अंदर जो आत्मा है, उसको आप देख पाएंगे। अगर आप लड़ते रहेंगे कि मैं खराब हूँ, मैं सिनर हूँ, मैंने ये किया, मैंने वो किया, तो क्या होगा? और आप दूसरों से भी लड़ते रहेंगे, वो करते रहेंगे, तो जैसे कि आप एक प्रोटेक्शन फैला रहे हैं, आप अंदर जाने नहीं दे रहे। आप मतलब एक आप एक तरह से आपने एक शील्ड बना दी है, तो उस शील्ड को जाने दीजिए। अपने आप अपने ईगो में मत आइए, बोलिए हाँ मैं दुर्बल हूँ, ठीक है, मैं कुछ भी हूँ, मैं झूठा हूँ, मैं ये हूँ, मैं वो हूँ, एकदम स्वीकार कीजिए। अपने आप को सबसे पहले प्यार करिए। सो आई जस्ट टोल्ड देम दैट what you said, and I said, the way to reach to that inner place, that vulnerability, that innocence, is to just to that self-love as you are. Because if you do hate yourself, then that is the impurity, right? If you hate
Yes.
yourself for hating others, that is impurity. So hate cannot be a door to stop hating others. You have to start with love. So love yourself however you are, like love meaning not pride love, but complete acceptance love as you are, with your weaknesses, with all your vulnerabilities. And that can be a door then to finding
Your inner light,
the
yes.
inner light, yeah.
So
Self-acceptance.
beautiful what you are saying, because it's so true. And that self-acceptance will come when we train ourselves to learn how to feel and to stop avoiding and running away from our emotions. So acceptance also to accept everything that can be sensed and experienced through our life. And the most important thing that I really want to highlight here is that we need to learn how to bring all our feelings into our body, into our physical system, and then just allow the emotions to be there, not create like more resistance or tension, or I want to take this away from me, I want to get rid of this emotion. If we learn how to just to feel, to be there, to learn how to embrace ourselves with compassion while we are undergoing those negative emotions, then you're going to experience another level of relationship with yourself. We're going to start learning about how to disconnect the physical emotion, or the physical sensations that the emotions brings from the negative ideas about what we are experiencing. So that means that we're going to stop judging ourselves for the way we are feeling. And when we stop the inner judge that we all have within, we're going to start experiencing acceptance, compassion, self-love, and we're going to learn how to surrender to life. We are going to stop being so stubborn, because sometimes we are very stubborn and we want the life to be in a certain way. But let me tell you something, when we learn how to surrender to God and we trust Him, we will learn that life cannot be what you want to be, that it can be even better than you can ever imagine, just if we trust.
So beautifully said. And I think the role of body it is so central. I think what you're saying, and
Yes.
I wanted to add that in English, go to Hindi quickly. That we do, we can do three things with emotions. We can either express them out, or we can repress them inside. Either way, we're using our mind. Either we're shouting at everybody, or we're just repressing it. We forget the body though, and that is the key part here, and I'll just explain that in Hindi, right? So the body sensations and all of that. तो कमिला जी कह रही है कि इमोशंस प्योर इम्प्योर नहीं है, इमोशंस एनर्जी हैं, शक्ति है। उस शक्ति को कैसे यूज करना है वो आप सीखिए। उस शक्ति को आप पहचान पाएंगे, इमोशंस की एनर्जी को, तो ऑटोमेटिकली सब कुछ इम्प्योर नहीं रहेगा, सब कुछ प्योर हो जाएगा। मगर वो आप कैसे करेंगे? मान लो गुस्सा आ रहा है, या शर्म आ रही है, या कोई भी इमोशन आ रहा है आपको, तो जनरली अपन क्या करते हैं, तीन तरीके से पेश आते हैं इमोशन से। एक तो अपन दूसरों पे डाल देते हैं, जैसे कि आपके किचन का कचरा आपने किसी दूसरे रास्ते पे डाल दिया, कहीं डाल दिया, उसी तरह आप अपना कचरा डाल देते हैं। या आप अपने अंदर ही कचरे को रख लेते हैं, अपने आप को कोसते रहते हैं कि मैं ऐसा हूं, मैं ऐसी हूं। दोनों ही तरीकों से आप इमोशंस की इम्प्योरिटी में ही फंसे रहेंगे। गुस्सा कहीं जाएगा नहीं। या तो गुस्सा, जो गुस्सा करते हैं वो 50 साल से गुस्सा करे जा रहे हैं, और जिनको अपने ऊपर गुस्सा आता है वो भी करे जा रहे हैं। ठीक है ना, तो आप बाहर डाल सकते हैं ना अंदर डाल सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पर कमिला जी कह रही हैं कि जो आपकी बॉडी है, दैट इज द वे। बॉडी सेंसेशंस जो हैं, हर इमोशन का एक बॉडी सेंसेशन है, उसको पूरा महसूस करिए। अगर गुस्सा आ रहा है तो कहाँ पे आ रहा है? पेट में आ रहा है, छाती में आ रहा है, सर में आ रहा है? वेयर आर यू फीलिंग दैट इमोशन? इन द बॉडी। ब्रीथ ओवर देयर। दैट इज द डोर, दैट इज द डोर टू रिसाइकलिंग। उसको रिसाइकल करना है तो बॉडी से होगा। आप खाली गुस्सा करते रहेंगे, निकलेगा नहीं। कुछ वर्कशॉप्स होती है जिसमें वो गुस्सा ही कराते रहते हैं, उसका कुछ नहीं होगा, क्योंकि वो बॉडी इज द रिसाइकलिंग प्लेस। तो वहाँ आप सेंसेशंस में इमोशंस को महसूस करिए। कई बार आप जाएंगे, सुबह सुबह उठेंगे और कपल्स में या किसी में वही इमोशंस शुरू हो जाएंगे। उनको थोड़ा सा डिस्टेंस लेके सांस लीजिए, बॉडी में जाइए, कहाँ पर इमोशन फील हो रहा है वहाँ पर फील करिए, और सांस लीजिए, और उसको एक्सेप्ट करने लगिए। अपनी बॉडी का जो पेन है इमोशन से, उसमें जाने लगिए, उसमें सरेंडर करने लगिए। गुस्से को भी देखिए कहाँ पर दर्द हो रहा है। जलन हो रही है तो कहाँ जलन हो रही है। ना किसी से बात करनी है आपको, कोई थेरेपी नहीं चाहिए, खाली शरीर में महसूस करना है कहाँ मुझे जलन महसूस हो रही है। वहाँ सांस लेते जाइए, लेते जाइए, लेते जाइए। फिर कमिला जी ने कहा कुछ टाइम बाद एक डिस्टेंस आ जाएगी, जो इमोशन की जो एनर्जी है वो आपको अफेक्ट नहीं करेगी, आप उसको देख पाएंगे, और वो डिजॉल्व होने लगेगी आपकी बॉडी में। ये बॉडी का यूज करना, ये ही स्पिरिचुअलिटी और साइकोलॉजी को भी फर्क है थोड़ा बहुत। इज दिस ट्रू दैट as you're a psychologist, that the big difference in psychology and spirituality is how much emphasis we give on the body and breath to heal ourselves. And in psychology, we do this talk therapy or drugs, but we're not using our body as much. Maybe now they are, but they were not in the past, right?
But Anandaji, I'm very happy nowadays because for me, I started using the yoga techniques like pranayamas and also some asanas to help people to release repressed emotions and to connect deeper with themselves. But nowadays, there are a lot of therapies that are scientifically validated that now are incorporating meditation, and also they are bringing some yoga asanas and breathing techniques as part of the protocols of intervention, because they have noticed through science how powerful they are to help us to release emotions, to become much more relaxed, and then to be much more compassionate with ourselves. And through those kind of therapies, there's a lot of traumas that are being healed, depressions, anxiety.
But would
There's
you
a
agree
lot
that
of
would you agree that in traditional training, because you were trained as a psychologist, in traditional training the body was not emphasized so much, right? Is that true?
correct.
Yeah.
It's
So this is
absolutely
the
true.
big difference between psychology and spirituality. And now कमिला जी शेयर कर रही हैं कि अब साइकोलॉजी में भी बॉडी को यूज करने लगे। नाउ दे आर यूजिंग द बॉडी।
Mm.
So what we have
It's
known
so
from
beautiful.
centuries about using the body,
Mm.
now psychology is catching up to that. Yeah.
Yes, it's really nice.
And
It's a blessing for all of us,
I can
especially
tell
in
you
the Eastern
personally,
countries.
everybody, I can tell you personally, I've tried this. It's like 99% of the cure is in the body.
Yes,
It's
correct.
not in your mind. You cannot think out of your emotions.
Mm.
You cannot emote out of your emotions. You have to physically embrace the emotions, feel the sensations, then they start melting away. So body is so essential
Mm.
to love
And
oneself.
in the spiritual path, it happens the same. We cannot go farther if we do not activate our body. It's really, really important. It's just like coming to my mind some memories when I was starting doing my meditation. After a couple of years of doing my meditation, I was guided by by the goddesses or by my guides. I don't know how to call them. And they were telling me and advising me how much important it was for me to start doing yoga asanas. And for me, it was totally a new thing. I didn't know where to go or whom to look for as a teacher. But now I understand why it was so important in my path, because we cannot come very farther in our spiritual path if we do not learn how to activate our body, and if we do not learn how to relax our body and to connect very deeper with our breath to higher levels of consciousness. But breath actually happens through the body as well.
And it's part of body sensations to feel the breath. In PSS, many people are here from PSSM. They practice anapanasati breath, and many have success. Most have success. They just feel the sensations. Basically, हम जो कह रहे हैं कि सांस को emotions में ले जाइए. We're just taking the breath into the emotions and feeling the sensations. And we'll practice that today. I think I
Yes,
will
we're
do
going
that
to do
later.
that today.
Yeah.
An exercise, yes.
Yeah.
So, Anandaji, just like before we enter into the practical part of the session, I think that I would like to clarify that in the way in which we can purify our hearts and our minds, let's say, is through getting in contact with our innocence and also with our vulnerability. So in order to tap into our innocence, we're going to do a guided meditation of the inner child, and Anandaji is going to share with us a beautiful meditation that he has, so we can tap into that energy of innocence. Why we're talking about this? Because the moment in our life in which we are much more connected to our innocence, to our spontaneity, to our joy, to our inner motivation, is the moment in which we are kids, is the moment in which we are much more pure. So that's why it's absolutely powerful. And Mother Mary has talked me about this, and I have introduced these techniques of working with the inner child in my sessions, my psychology sessions, because it's so powerful. When we as an adults start like remembering about those moments in which we were very joyful, in which we were just enjoying life with so simple things, in which we are reconnected again with the things that move us to those things, that to the things that really brought like a lot of inner motivation from within, that brought us to action. When we tap into that energy, there is like a connection with our inner light that is so powerful. And the more we are able to live that energy in as adults, with that spontaneity, with that joy, so everything is going to be much more easier for us in terms of enjoying our life, to feel much more happy, to feel much more energized, to feel much more connected with this inner strength that is within us. Maybe we have forgotten about it, but our inner child will always remember it.
यस, तो कमिला जी कह रही हैं कि अब एक मेडिटेशन भी करेंगे आज, और वो होगा इनर चाइल्ड मेडिटेशन. तो जो आपका बचपन है, जो आपका अंदर का जो बचपन है, जो जब आप बच्चे थे, वो जो भावनाएं जब आती थी बचपन में, उसका एक ध्यान करेंगे, क्योंकि वो जो एक्सपीरियंसेस होते थे बचपन में, वो बड़े ही प्योर एक्सपीरियंसेस होते थे, नेचुरल एक्सपीरियंस होते थे. और फिर अपन ने उन एक्सपीरियंसेस को जैसे जैसे बड़े होते गए, अपनी जो मानसिक भावनाएं हैं, अपना अहम है, उस सब से कवर करना शुरू कर दिया. तो अब अपने अपने आप को अपन पहचानते भी नहीं है, क्योंकि जो कनेक्शन था प्योरिटी से वो चला गया। और जो था बचपन में, बचपन में एकदम ओपन होते हैं अपन, दिमाग इतना काम नहीं कर रहा होता है, बॉडी में रहते हैं, आत्मा में रहते हैं। तो उस तरह का एक मेडिटेशन करेंगे, और उसके बारे में कमलिया जी बता रही थी। यस।
So you will guide
So
us
shall we,
with me.
we'll go into a meditation, inner child meditation? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So now the challenge now is the language now. So should I, if I do it in English, maybe I'll have to do it in both languages.
Yes. I
Yeah.
think you are an expert as a translator.
I don't know. This will be a challenge. So we'll keep it simple and a simpler inner child meditation, because um, we have to do both languages. Okay. So I'll speak a little bit in English, a little bit in Hindi, and just, follow along. Okay, everybody? Okay. So everybody, close your eyes and first start feeling your body like a child would. So just kind of, move around a little bit where you're sitting. See if you are balanced. तो सब अब अपन इनर चाइल्ड मेडिटेशन करेंगे। तो जहाँ जहाँ पर आप बैठे हैं, थोड़ा सा महसूस करिए आंखें बंद करके कि आपका बैलेंस सही है कि नहीं है। थोड़ा लेफ्ट में ज़्यादा है, राइट में ज़्यादा है, थोड़ा आगे हैं, थोड़ा पीछे हैं। एकदम सीधे होके बैठिए, कमर सीधी होके। सो सिट विथ योर बैक स्ट्रेट। So this balance is sometimes we forget because we are in our thinking mind, emoting mind, and then we twist our bodies in some strange ways. So every now and then, if you want to meditate, first always see how you are sitting. Make sure you're not too forward, not too backward, your back is straight, balanced both on the left and the right. And that's how we'll get into our body. Because if you're not balanced, it'll be hard for you to get in the body. In every meditation, even in a child meditation, you have to get in the body. That's the way to meditate. तो हर मेडिटेशन में बॉडी में जाना जरूरी होता है, इसलिए बॉडी को भी बैलेंस करना है। अब बैलेंस होने के बाद कुछ लंबी सांसें लीजिए। लंबी सांस अंदर और बाहर। Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Another deep breath in and breathe out with a sigh. Just let all the tensions go. लंबी सांस लीजिए, एकदम सारी थकान, सब कुछ, टेंशन सब जाने दीजिए। सांस के प्रति जागृत हो जाइए। Just become aware of your breath, breathing in and breathing out. When you're doing this, there's a technique that I learned pretty recently. So when you're breathing in, don't focus too much on how much breath is going in. Focus more on how much breath is going out. Like completely relaxing. And then let the just breath come in. And again, completely relaxing. And then let the breath come in. This will relax you more. If you're breathing in too much, then you'll be energized, and we want you to relax right now. तो अभी जो सांस ले रहे हैं, तो इसमें इतना कोशिश मत कीजिए कि सांस अंदर आए। सांस बाहर जाने पर ज़्यादा ध्यान दीजिए। तो अपने डायफ्राम को, अपने पेट को जैसे महसूस कीजिए। जब सांस बाहर जा रहा है तो एनर्जी महसूस कीजिए पेट में, और बाहर जाने पर पूरा फोकस करिए। ऑटोमेटिकली सांस अंदर जाएगा। सांस बाहर और अंदर, सांस बाहर और अंदर, सांस बाहर और अंदर. Keep breathing out, and in breath will come in. Breathe out, and in breath will come in. And every now and then you might take a deep in breath. Just focus on relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Now let's journey into the inner child. The best way to go to that place is think of the trees and the mountains, the very good looking trees and great mountains. Ask yourself, have these trees suffered? Have these mountains suffered like you have since childhood? And maybe the answer you will get is no, trees are pure. They don't hold on to suffering. So these trees don't know anything about suffering. They just are. Feel that in your heart. You were a child like that. There was a time when life was just play. There was a time when you didn't have any ideas of suffering, that suffering is even possible. So go to that child's mind. You know it because you've been there. Embrace that mind, embrace that heart, just like the trees and the mountains who have not known any suffering. Just visualize, imagine that you've not known any suffering just for a moment. Just become that child's mind. तो अभी आप जानना चाहते हैं अपने इनर चाइल्ड को, अंदर के बचपन को, जब खुशियां थी, दुख को जानते नहीं थे, तो कैसे जाएं अंदर? तो एक काम करिए, आप बड़े बड़े पेड़ों को देखते हैं, पहाड़ों को देखते हैं. इन पेड़ों और पहाड़ों के दिल में ये भी जीवित है. इनके दिल में कोई सफरिंग नहीं है कि ये, क्योंकि ये वैसे ही हैं जो 50 साल पहले थे. कोई सफरिंग नहीं है इनकी. वैसे अपने आप को महसूस करिए एक पेड़ की जैसे. हमेशा का बचपन, एकदम बचपन में चले जाइए जब आप 4 साल के थे, 5 साल के थे. कितनी खुशियां थी, सफरिंग का कुछ एहसास भी नहीं था आपको तब. दुख क्या है इसका कुछ पता नहीं था. वो स्थिति अभी भी है और अभी भी आप वो ही बन सकते हैं. उसको अनुभव करिए. एकदम पूरा दिन जाता था खुशियों से, खेलते थे, नींद का भी मजा आता था. खुशी होती थी कि अब सोएंगे, सोने का टाइम है. सोने की भी खुशी होती थी, जागने की भी खुशी होती थी. उस खुश दिल को महसूस करिए. So remember the time in the childhood, everything was so joyful. The full day of activities. I was sharing in Hindi, even when you went to sleep, even you looked forward to sleeping because even that was a moment of happiness, that we'll go to sleep now. And then you awoke, you were happy with that. You did not know suffering. Just for a moment, be in that place of happiness and ask yourself, Why am I suffering? When with a child's mind I don't suffer, why am I suffering? And you just might get the answer that I just made it up. I just took myself too seriously and I just made up all this suffering. And you might see that you have a choice here. You can be still that childlike. If you have to make up something, why make up suffering? And maybe you just made it all up. We're not saying that you didn't suffer from challenges, but so do children. They suffer from challenges. They get into fights. But next moment, they're friends again. Just like birds, they get into a fight and they actually use their body. Birds will use their body to shake themselves and they're done. The energy is gone. Just shows you the importance of the body that we were talking about. So whole of nature is doing this. Mountains, rivers, they all feel something, they let it go. Animals let it go, children let it go, the universe lets it go. Human beings, as they get older, they have a specialty, they hold on to it. So just consider the possibility that just like children, you could just let it go from your body. Don't hold on to the suffering. Be the inner child. Keep breathing. Breathing always gets you in the present moment. सांस लेते रहिए. सांस हमेशा वर्तमान का द्वार खोलता है क्योंकि बॉडी का सेंसेशन है. और हमने अभी कहा था बॉडी को यूज करिए. कभी भी कुछ तकलीफ हो तो एक रिदम में सांस लेना शुरू कर दीजिए और जनरली रिलैक्सेशन पे ज़्यादा ध्यान करिए. रिदम में ब्रीथ आउट एंड ब्रीथ इन, ब्रीथ आउट एंड ब्रीथ इन. इस तरह से सांस लेना शुरू कर दीजिए. उसमें सरेंडर करना शुरू कर दीजिए और धीरे धीरे दिमाग शांत होने लगेगा. So whenever there is any kind of anxiety, whatever, excitement, too much anxiety, start doing this relaxing out breaths. And then in breath will come in, and again relaxing out breaths. And in breath, relaxing out breath. And that's the door to the present moment. And the way to connect to your childhood is tasting that present moment. Because in your childhood, you lived in the present moment. So if you start breathing, you'll be in the present moment. And then from that place, reflect, visualize, meditate on your childhood, on those beautiful days when you had no worries. Now think of some times in your childhood, especially in your puberty, you're a little older now, when you started experiencing stronger emotions of connected to judgment. You were getting older in your puberty and you realized more things about your body shape. And you became a little more self conscious. Little children are not so self conscious. But as you get older, you become self conscious. Feelings come in, judgments come in. So just reflect on those times, how those judgments became a part of you. अब अपने बचपन जब एकदम छोटे थे तो खुशियां थी. अब प्यूबर्टी के टाइम आ जाइए, 9 साल के, 10 साल के, 11 साल के, उस उम्र में एक सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस आ जाती है, शर्म आने लगती है, जजमेंट आने लगते हैं. अपने आप को थोड़ा सीरियसली लेने लगते हैं बच्चे. और सोचिए क्या फीलिंग्स आ रही थी उस टाइम. क्या सडनली मैं अपने आप को जज करने लग गया? क्या मेरी खुशियां कम हो गई उस टाइम? क्या मुझे ऐसी अवेयरनेस आई कि मेरे से सबसे ज़्यादा स्मार्ट तो कई और बच्चे हैं और मैं इतना स्मार्ट नहीं हूँ? उससे क्या आपको कुछ जजमेंट लगा? क्योंकि आप थे तो वही बच्चे, वही दिव्य आत्मा, मगर अब प्रकाश से अंधेरे में जा रहे हैं. प्यूबर्टी के टाइम जाना शुरू हो जाता है, अपने आप को जज करने लग जाते हैं. नदियां पहाड़ अपने आप को जज नहीं करते, जानवर अपने आप को जज नहीं करते, प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में रहते हैं. तो सोचिए कि आपके पास एक चॉइस थी प्यूबर्टी में भी. अगर कोई आपको सिखा देता कि जजमेंट में नहीं जाना है, फिर खेलना है, फिर खुशी में आना है, बॉडी को यूज़ करना है, शेक करना है जैसे चिड़ियाएं शेक करती है, इमोशन को निकाल देना है, क्या आप ऐसा कर सकते थे? इस पे विचार कीजिए. सांस अंदर और सांस बाहर. So just think, when you were in your puberty, was there a choice? You became self conscious, started judging yourself. Maybe you were not so smart at studies or sports. Maybe you were lonely. It all starts in puberty. And what if you could still be like those mountains and rivers, that you didn't have to get into the mind so much? The judgments could have just gone. What if? What if you could have been like those animals or birds, who just let the emotions go? What if your parents taught you that? What if they played like that? Let the emotions go. They recognized and they. What could have happened? Did you have a choice? That's what we're asking. Could you have used your body then to dissolve whatever the feelings were arising of being self conscious? Because there was a choice maybe to maintain your inner child that knows how to dissolve all of this. But you were with your parents who were serious, maybe, or your teachers who were serious, maybe other children who were self conscious. And suddenly, everything around you, everybody around you, made you feel that that's the way to be in the mind, to be self conscious. And you lost that innocence, that childlike place of no mind that is so easy for all of nature to be in. Animals, trees, rivers, mountains, planets, stars, everybody is able to be in that present moment, except adult humans. So just reflect as you were getting older and older. That choice that you always had to be in the no mind, that went away from you. You bought into this illusion of the society that you must think and you must be ashamed and you feel shame and you feel judgments and you hate and you get angry and to behave from that place to be in the mind, not realizing your body is always there for you to release them. You could have used your body, you can even use it now. Simply breathe into those emotions. If it was okay in society, and it's okay now, you can even shake your body a little bit. Just see the emotions going. Nature does it all the time. So that you can have that inner child back that never judged itself, could fight in one moment and be playing again. As adults, somebody insults you and you think about it for 2 months. Think the suffering you impose upon yourself. Have we all been taught to take ourselves so seriously? Like, what's the matter? If somebody insulted you, can we not let it go like a child does? Like animals do? Just let it go. Again, use your body. We get stuck in our minds. If you lived in your heart, in your body, there's always a way to come back to the present moment. तो सोचिए इस बारे में आप, जैसे जैसे बड़े होते गए, प्यूबर्टी के बाद और बड़े हो गए और ये दिमाग और भी ज़्यादा पावरफुल हो गया और जजमेंट्स बढ़ गए, कंपटीशन बढ़ गया, सोसाइटी में कुछ बनना था, जॉब्स लेना था, नहीं तो लोग जज करेंगे, किसी को अपने लुक्स पे बहुत बहुत काम करना पड़ा कि मैं हैंडसम नहीं हूँ, ब्यूटीफुल नहीं हूँ, मेरी बॉडी अच्छी नहीं है। हर चीज में दिमाग बढ़ता गया, कंपटीशन बढ़ता गया, कैरियर हो, कुछ भी हो, तो सफरिंग बढ़ती गई, बचपन खो गया। फिर से सोचिए, क्या ये जरूरी था? क्या अगर आपके स्पिरिचुअल माँ बाप होते एकदम बुद्ध यशोधरा जैसे, वो आपको दिखा सकते कि कुछ भी सफरिंग लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, बॉडी को यूज करते रहिए, प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में आते रहिए, इमोशंस को डिसॉल्व करते रहिए, so you can live like that with that pure joy. So think about that. What if you had parents, enlightened parents? I'm sure your parents are great and you love them, but what if they were enlightened like Buddha and Yashodhara? Or Jesus and Mother Mary, or Mary and Joseph? What if you had those kind of parents who just could show you to be in the body and dissolve the emotions as you were growing up? And you did not know that. So from puberty, you grew older, came college. Now you had to get a career going and became more conscious about yourself, about friendships, about your own body, how you look. And comparison started, judgment started, competition started, and trying to find your place in your peer group. And is that all necessary? We take it for granted that that's necessary. What if back then there was another way? If simply dissolve all that mind and come back to the present moment. So, do you see that from childhood, puberty, older age, slowly the mind's grip over you, the ego's grip over you just kept increasing, increasing, and you lost your beautiful, holy body that can process so much more than you know. As much as emotions you have, your body is capable of processing 10, 20 times that. It can if you give it a chance. The body is very versatile, it can circulate the emotions. But you never had that knowledge. अब सोचिए आपके शरीर में इतनी पावर है कि सारे इमोशंस को रिसर्कुलेट कर सकता है अगर आपने उसको यूज नहीं किया. So now just for the last few minutes, just meditate on getting to know that child again. Because I'll tell you, you may have forgotten that child. I'll convey this. Once I did a breathing practice for 3 days, and on the third day I slept and I woke up. And I woke up like I used to wake up when I was a child. And I had tears in my eyes because the sleep was so sweet. And I realized I had forgotten that sleep. If somebody had asked me, do you sleep well? I would have said, yes, I sleep well. But no, we've forgotten that sweet sleep of a child. So go into the memory of your childhood. That's the way to know the inner child. Breathe and see how you used to sleep, how you used to be. There's some intense bliss moments you've forgotten, even in daytime, in nighttime. And remember those. And that will open up the door to dissolving your suffering as an adult. So I'll leave these few minutes to you just to reflect on the beauty of your childhood. Just reflect. Become more familiar with it. Because you can access that place. All you have to do is be in the body then. And that will heal your life.
Anandaji, Mother Mary wants to take them to remember that place.
Say this again.
Mother Mary wants to guide them to tap into that place.
Yes, so you will speak, right?
Yes.
Yes, please, please. So अब कमिला जी शुरू करेंगी. Thank you, thank you.
Now try to visualize yourself when you were a child. How old are you now? Are you 6 years old? Are you 7 years old? 8, 9, 10? How are you dressed today as a child? Did you have any favorite shirt or pants or a favorite skirt? Or a favorite sari? A favorite kurta? How was your favorite outfit? Which was the color? Can you remember the fabric? What made that so special, that outfit? Did somebody that you loved a lot gave it to you? How that outfit made you feel? What did you do in your free time? Did you like to do some sports? Or you used to enjoy playing outside with other kids? Or perhaps you like to paint. You like it to paint a lot, to draw. Or maybe you were one of these childs that enjoyed being at home with their parents or helping them at their jobs. What did you like to play the most when you were a child? Can you remember also which was your favorite toy? And why was that toy so important for you? What made you feel when you were playing with that favorite toy? Do you remember who gave it to you? Perhaps somebody that you loved a lot and that was very important in your life. Perhaps somebody that wanted to express their love to you through that toy, through that gift. Now I want you to connect with the dreams that you used to have when you were a little girl or a little boy. What did you want to become when you grow up? Do you remember that? Which was your biggest dream? Do you remember one moment in which you were laughing a lot and you were experiencing joyfulness? Maybe it was a moment that you were spending with your family. Maybe it was a moment in which you were connected with your friends. How was that moment that you enjoyed a lot? And just remember yourself just laughing and laughing and laughing without caring about anything else. Today, I want you to remember that still, you're still that kid, that you are still that little girl, that little boy, that little child lives within you, that little child that knew how to enjoy simple things in life, that little child that knew how to laugh about simple things. You are still that little child that used to dream a lot and that knew what he wanted to become when he was grown up. You are that dreamer. You are that little one that was very creative, that knew how to play and how to enjoy life, that knew how to connect with others. You are that child. And whenever you need to remember how to bring joy and happiness to your life, just go back to your memories and remember what made you happy when you were a child, because those things can make you happy again today. And now as an adult, it would be so beautiful if you can connect with those dreams of yours when you were a child, and perhaps give yourself the time to see and explore the way of coming them true. Feel how this beautiful sparkle of joy lives within you, with spontaneity, creativity, that is all yours and will remain with you always. Now let's take a deep breath in together and breathe out. And slowly start moving our bodies. Maybe we can stretch our arms up. Maybe we can move a little bit our fingers, our toes. We can start doing some rotations with our heads. To come back to the present moment after having activated these beautiful moments of your childhood. We are going to continue working with the adult, but honoring always the inner child that lives within you. Whenever you feel ready, you may open your eyes. How is everybody? Good? I see some thumbs up. Good. Okay. So I think that what Ananda, somebody wants to share something, somebody wants to say something, to ask something. I'm reading here the messages. Okay. So now that we are here now all together in the present time, I would like to come back to something very beautiful and important that Anandaji was taking us through his meditation. He was talking about connecting with the body. He was talking about feeling in our body. He was also talking about movement. So I would like you to stand up now. I know that we just finished a meditation, but I would like to guide you through some very smooth movements in order to get yourself to go deeper in a very conscious way with your bodies. We're going to move just a little bit so we can connect with other bodies, and you can use these techniques or these movements that I'm going to show you anytime you want to get in contact with your emotions, anytime that you want to feel them, but also anytime that you need to get relaxed and to get them released. We're going to go step by step. It's very simple, very easy. I hope that you can see me, at least in this part. It's okay. So the first movement that I'm going to teach you is a very powerful exercise. It's very smooth and simple, but at the end, it's very powerful. Once I was going through a very difficult time in my life, and I was doing my meditation and I was doing my yoga asanas, but I was being challenged in order to learn how to deal with that anxiety that I was facing at that moment. And Mother Mary came and she gave to me this exercise. Now I want to share it with you because it helped me a lot. So I really hope that you can connect with it and that can help you as well when you are going to these moments in which you feel anxiety. So this is going to help you to liberate that emotion through feeling it and to connecting with your breath. So I'm going to explain the movement and then afterwards I'm going to guide you so we can do it together. So first you stand up. I'm going to turn myself so you can see me better. And from this position, neutral position with both arms on the side of our body, we start inhaling deeply and we do a rounded movement with our arms backwards. And when we reach our both hands at our back, we interlace our fingers and we stretch our arms back. And here we hold our breath. We hold, we open our chest, we open our heart center, or we just hold the breath. And then slowly, while we are exhaling, we release our arms in the way that they are coming in the original position, and their palms are facing in front. I don't know how to place this camera so you can see me. Maybe I can move a little bit here so you can see the complete movement. Okay, so let's do it. Do you have any doubts about it? Is it clear? Again, I'm going to repeat it again, just to make sure that everybody got it. So this is the neutral position. We are standing with our palms facing in front, and we start inhaling, drawing a big circle with our arms backwards. Then we interlace our fingers. We stretch our arms. Here we hold our breath, hold and hold, while you feel that your chest is really opening. And then you exhale and slowly you bring your arms to the side of your body with your palms facing in front. Is it clear for everybody? Yes? So let's do it all together. So inhale deeply, bring your arms up and backwards while you're inhaling. Hold your breath, interlace your fingers, stretch your arms, hold your breath, hold, feel how your chest is opening, and slowly exhale deeply, deeply, while your arms are very slowly coming back to the neutral position again. Make sure that you exhale completely and just observe. You can keep your eyes closed through the movement to feel all the energy moving in your body. Let's going to do it together again. Inhale deeply, rotate your arms backwards while you are inhaling. Hold your breath, interlace your fingers, stretch backwards your arms, open your chest, hold your breath, hold your breath. And now exhale slowly and deeply, letting your arms come back to the neutral position with your palms facing in front of you. Let's do it one more time. Inhale deeply, bring your arms up and backwards. Interlace your fingers, hold your breath, stretch your arms, hold, open your chest, open your heart center, hold your breath, and slowly start exhaling, deep, deep exhale, while your arms slowly come to the neutral position again with your palms facing in front. And observe. After each movement, give yourself time just to observe your body. Try to not bring any inner dialogue in. Try to avoid naming or rotulate the experience. Just feel it. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Everybody okay? Hmm? So now we're going to do the second exercise. So here you're going to keep that standing up position. And now you're going to allow yourself to move a little bit to the sides, to rotate. In this position, connect with the feeling of being very grounded in your legs, in your feet, but at the same time, allow yourself to connect with the sensation of freedom that you can experience in your arms. While we are doing this exercise, allow yourself to go as fast or as slow as it feels comfortable for you today. Every time that we are moving our bodies, we need to be very honest with ourselves, and we need to start learning about our limits and what feels comfortable for us. If it is feeling very good, maybe you can start rotating, allowing your arms to go even a little bit higher. Just observe how it feels when you allow yourself to have some freedom, to move. Close your eyes and just be there with yourself, allowing you to move in the way that feels comfortable for you. Connect with the grounding feeling in your feet, with their strength, and at the same time, connect with the flexibility of the movement of the upper part of your body. Now let the movement become much more slower, till you come to the steady position again. And in this posture, inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up, up. And we're going to exhale, moving towards the right side, doing a little bit of inclination with our body. And now inhale up and exhale to the left. Inhale up. Inhale, exhale slowly to the right. If you allow yourself to close your eyes, you can keep the movement at your own pace. And you can connect with the elements of nature, for example, as a tree, with all the wisdom that lies within the tree. And you can feel your legs very grounded to the feet. And at the same time, the flexibility in your arms as if they were branches that are just moving smoothly and nicely with the wind. Remember always to keep this movement with harmony. Inhaling when you are going up, exhaling when you are doing the stretch towards one side or the other. Allow yourself to feel the points of your body that are connecting with the stretch and with the opening space, and also with the points of contraction. We want to allow ourselves to experience everything that is part of the movement, everything that is part of these positions, because life is like this. We need to learn how to bring balance in between grounding and flexibility. Between stretching and contraction. That happens naturally in our bodies through our breath at all times. We are expanding and contracting. Now inhale, bring your both arms up. Hold your breath, stretch as much as you can. Hold your breath in, hold, and exhale, now allowing your arms to come back slowly to the neutral position. Keep your eyes closed and just observe the energy that you have moved in your body, in your system. Just feel. Don't bring any name, any inner dialogue to the experience. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. So completely. And now in a very lovely way, just bring your arms and allow yourself to be hugged in your arms. And you can swing a little bit to the sides with your eyes closed in a very, very gentle way. This is a very simple position, but it's a beautiful position in which you can get in contact with your inner love. Through this position, you can experience the role of being the mother or the father that is taking care of that inner child that we just worked with. And at the same time, you can experience being that child that's being taken care of you, that's being nourished by you. You are both. You are the inner child, and you also are the adult, the lovely mother or the lovely father. Give some minutes, some moments to feel that inner love that you are able to give to yourself. Our inner light comes from love, from unconditional love. And you are the source of that love. You are. That is what makes you so beautiful for the eyes of Mother Mary. She already knows you. She loves you so much because of the heart that you have within you. But she wants you to remember that ability that you have to love yourself, to feel valued, to feel honored. Feel the warmness of your arms. Feel how safe you feel with yourself. Feel all the tenderness that you're able to give to yourself. the more you are able to connect with your inner compassion, with your inner light through your way of giving value to whom you are, the more you are shining your own light. Remember that you're always worthy, that you are already enough, that you're a beautiful soul that is so loved by all the goddesses. You are their little child. You are their little girl, their little boy. They love you so much. But they want you to remember that within you inhabits that powerful love that gives us all liberation. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Bring your arms down. And allow yourself to observe, how does it feel to be hugged by yourself, to be contained by your own love? And now we're going to do the last exercise. It's not actually exercise, but it's an activity. With your hands, which are the extension of your heart chakra, full of the love that you have now given to your own self. Just bring them with this, imagining that it's like a lot of beautiful white light coming from your hands, and feel how you are nourishing yourself, how you are spreading this beautiful healing light of love that comes from within yourself in all your body. Allow your hands to become your healing hands, and let them go to the places where this beautiful healing energy needs to go. There is nothing much more powerful to heal than the unconditional love that we are able to spread from our hearts. Allow your hands just like to move freely to the places in which you feel that this beautiful healing energy needs to go. Trust in your intuition and let your hands just flow to any place that feels good. Feel the warmness of your energy. Feel the beauty of that healing light that is coming from within you. All the power, all the beauty, all the joy lies within you. Remember, my inner child. Remember. Now bring your arms up and try to make like a sphere of light with the light that is coming from your hands, creating like a beautiful refuge of love, a beautiful refuge of self-love. Imagine that you are creating this refuge with the energy that's coming from your hands. It's a refuge where you are going to feel cocooned by your own beautiful and pure and innocent energy. An energy that doesn't require to react or to defend from anything, because it's so powerful, that allows itself to be just in their own vulnerability, because it's so powerful, so healing, so peaceful. Now bring your left hand to your chest and place your right hand on top of your left hand. And express your self-gratitude for this beautiful energy, white healing energy that has come from within you and that has served you for your highest purification. Remember always that anything that you think that you need, that you want, that you expect, lies already within your heart center. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Let's inhale together and exhale fully. Let's inhale together again and exhale fully. The last time, inhale and let go. Whenever you feel ready, you can bring your arms down. You can open your eyes and you can come sitting again. How is everybody? You're good? You could connect with your own light? Yes? Okay, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Do you have any questions? Do you have any things that maybe you want to ask, or anything that you want to express to Anandaji or to myself? Please.
You can raise your hands or
Yes, you can raise your hands if you want, maybe to open the microphone also and to ask or to share something. That will be so beautiful to hear your voices as well.
there you go. Lakshmi, I think.
Hello, can you hear me? Namaste.
Namaste. I would like to see you.
I'm sorry, the internet is a little bad, so that's
Okay.
why I will just go with the sound. My name is Anu. I would like to say, first of all, the concepts that you brought in today about purifications are so different from what have we been told in terms of social beliefing and our own understanding of that. Being a female, it is always so ridden with guilt, and the purification has it had such a different connotation. And today, the way you unfolded the real meaning of it, it was so beautiful. It was like as if you were opening a, the blossoming of a rose. I felt that was one. Secondly, just before the meditation, how you covered your head, I felt like you were really honoring Mother Mary's presence, and I felt it. I, I actually got goosebumps when you initiated, and how Anandji and you were going back and forth and talking and giving us these nuggets of knowledge and wisdom, which has been so hidden from us, and the simplicity of the just the awareness of our body to really feel these emotions and be in that flow. I love the exercises. The question is just very simple in your own journey, because like, was it ever how would you say that the innocent past part of it, how did you start relating to it more and more? was there any challenges that came up, and how do we really bring that into more awareness on a daily basis, apart from these exercises and definitely the information that you gave us? Thank you so much, Camilla.
Dear Anna, it's so beautiful, everything that you have shared with us, and I'm very, very grateful. My heart is full of joy. I cannot express in words what I'm feeling now. Regarding your question about how to connect with our innocence, I will have to tell you that it's so important that you keep that inner child energy within you. Sometimes when we think about inner child or our childhood, for so many people, maybe it's difficult. It might be difficult to connect with beautiful experiences, because for some people, childhood has not been always joyful, has not been always happy moment.
True.
But regardless of the difficult situation that we have made experience, there is always the solar child. That's the way in which I call him, the way in which I received. There is the solar child within us, and this inner solar child is the one that is connected with a lot of energy. It's the one that knows that everything that he has experienced in life, everything that he is going through, has a reason. That you were not meant just to suffer because of no reason. That every experience that you found very challenging in your childhood actually is preparing you to unfold and to open up your heart in order to be able to express yourself in a much more powerful way. It should not be like that. It should not be like that. We should be able to learn and to open up our potential through love, through tenderness, through a very joyful way. And from now on, that we are reaching higher frequencies, it is going to happen like that, that we're going to be able to connect with experiences of learning through love and through joy, and not anymore through suffering. So how we can connect with that innocence, like coming back to the place, to those memories in which you were just so small, that you were just like living your life in a very spontaneous way. And a very easy way to connect with that innocence is by asking yourself, what do I need today? What do I really want today? Not what is expected for me to do, or what is expected for me to have as a choice, but what I really, really feel that I need today, and to hear our own voice, that in such a way we can connect again with our innocence. Because the inner dialogue is pure, is connected with your needs, is connected with your heart. And if we start hearing at our own voice, we can start connecting again with the simple things that are the ones that are bringing us joy.
So true. Thank you. I would like to say two more things. One, your voice is so soothing. It was it was as if a song was playing through my soul. So when you were also telling to move or swing our arms, I just went back to memory when I come from a place where the winters are very harsh, and when the summers come, before the summers, there's a springtime. So I would welcome the spring when I was really young by swinging my arms. And today you made us do that, and I felt so liberated, because without judgment and without fear of the future or the consequences, I relate to what you're saying, and I'm really grateful for the session that Anandji and you did. Looking forward to more. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Something about what you are sharing. Thank you very much for your words today, and for being with us in this workshop. Thank you.
Sangeeta ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Lots of gratitude. Ma'am, my question is that being a female, sometimes it is difficult on the physical level on earth, that even if we are innocent as we move on the spiritual path, we face difficulties. How do we protect ourselves on the physical level, and how to stay away from duality?
Okay. So if you could express to me more about which are those difficulties that you feel that we can face as women through in this reality or connect with our spiritual path, maybe I will understand better. If you can explain better to me.
Like being females, like in India, it's not easy that we go out and explain the things like that. It's not so easy.
Like to feel that you can connect with your own voice and to express what you are thinking and what you want to say.
Yes, yes.
So what I have learned from Mother Mary is that before we start speaking to other ones, we have to wake up our inner dialogue with ourselves. And we need to learn how to, or we need to get to know ourselves even deeper. Because once we know ourselves, once we are done enough self-exploration, this never stops. But when we are very connected with really trying to understand ourselves, really to know which are the things that are bringing me joy, which are the things that are making me feel good, which are the things that I like, which are the things that I do not like. So the more that I get to know myself better, the more that I'm going to be much more able to sustain that voice and to speak out loud that voice that is coming from within myself. When we are not feeling very confident as women, and I understand what you're saying, because I'm coming from Colombia, and in Colombia, reality is very similar to India, even though we are in a very, very far away in the globe. But the advice that I can tell you is that give yourself time to know yourself better. And the more you connect with yourself, the more clarity that you have about yourself, what you want, what you don't want, will allow you to start bring your voice out, and you will find this masculine strength also within you, that will help you to have like this structure, as Ananda Ji was mentioning, to protect your own voice through self-confidence, and to be able to express whatever you feel that you want to say, and it will come with such a feminine power, so sweet, so in a very beautiful way, and at the same time with the self-confidence, and then you're going to be able to express everything that you want to say without harming anybody, because that's what we want, to express what we want to say but without harming, but just like to open up possibilities of perceiving things in a wider way. But please give your time, but I will encourage you to go deep and to find your own voice, because that's what we really need to do nowadays as women, to connect with our own true, with our inner truth, and then to be able to, in a very gentle way, to bring it out.
We don't have to prove our inner truth.
You don't have to prove it, because you are worth it. You are an amazing human being. We all have a very powerful light within us. You're enough, you're worth it, and we always need to remember this. And not only women, but also men, because sometimes it happens that men can show like being like very strong and very powerful, but the men that used to show or to show themselves like very powerful, like very angry, that even very violent, very aggressive, are the men that I have realized through my counseling sessions, that are the men that are feeling much more vulnerable within themselves. These men, even they are very, very sensitive, but they have been protecting their own vulnerability with a lot of layers of defenses. And that's why they react like that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Also, you could create a Devi circle of women who you love, and you could spend time with them, sing, dance, talk, emote, whatever. That's another
Yes,
way.
that's very beautiful. And then let you know, I was thinking, I think that you have mentioned that, but I think that it would be so beautiful if some of these meetings could start happening also face to face, because in these opportunities we get to know with women that resonate a lot with our own perspective of life, with our own energy. And you can imagine how strong these bondings can become with this person that we can get to meet in this kind of atmospheres or meetings. It's really powerful.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you.
Shri.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, madam. Thanks a lot for having a great session. I'm really feeling blessed for attending this wonderful workshop. Thanks a lot to both of you. I read Thousand Seeds of Joy, and it's really amazing. It's one of my favorite book. Thanks a lot to you, sir.
Thank you.
Ma'am, your voice is tranquilizing when you are guiding us for the meditation. Yesterday, I felt high energies, and I saw a light also coming into me. And today, uh, I felt very high energies, but I couldn't connect to the meditation because I experienced a painful childhood, ma'am.
I understand, Sri. I understand.
Because
And
whenever I remember my childhood, I didn't like to recollect also. So how to overcome it?
Sri, I know how painful it is when we have certain circumstances in life that were very painful in our childhood. I know how much this can hurt within ourselves. But I have also learned that we are able also to come out of those memories, and we are able also to know that we are not those circumstances, that we are much more than those things that might happen when we were a child. I think that if you allow yourself to come together with other women or with a professional also, will be able to start connecting with certain moments of your childhood, that in which your inner light was expressed also somehow. So I know that it's not always easy, and I fully understand that, but it's not impossible. You have the ability to heal within you.
Yes.
Because you are not those experiences. You're very powerful within.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I
Thank
send
you.
you a lot of love, a lot of blessings. And I really hope that you can find that person that you feel comfortable talking with. Maybe somebody close to you, like maybe somebody from your family, somebody from your friends circle, and that you can be able to bring things out from your heart and to start connecting with other memories within you that will remind you of your strength and your power.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Chi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing.
Welcome, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Anya.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, Anand sir, for coming up with such beautiful workshops. And ma'am, I want to share my experience. Ma'am, I was, beginning. It was New Year. I was 1st or 2nd January, and I was just deleting photos from my phone. And then, ma'am, I don't know what happened. Photo of Mother Mary, which is on your flyer also. The workshop flyer was there. Just that photo of Mother Mary, and it was not there in my phone. So I just saw it. It was there for 7 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. and then it vanished. It disappeared. And I was like, what did just happen? And I literally searched my phone again and I couldn't find that photo. I didn't know it was Mother Mary. So I just prayed to her, ki, like, please let me know who you are. And then the next day, Anand sir posted that very flyer in the WhatsApp group, and I was like shocked. And I've been seeing Jesus Christ and Mother Mary, in my meditation. So I was like, okay, I had to connect with her, and I didn't know how. And I was actually waiting for this workshop. And then, ma'am, yesterday when you were telling your experience, how Mother Lakshmi came to you. So when you were telling, I just closed my eyes, and I could feel those things before you were saying them. Like when you said that she was showering you, there was a shower on you, and I could feel it, purple color falling on me, purple liquid water. And there was this term amethyst, it was there, I don't know. And then when you said that she extended her second hand to you, and I could feel Mother Lakshmi, pouring coins, gold coins in my hand. And then immediately you said that she was giving you coins. So that process happened with me. And then I saw a sword. It was blue and purple in color, but Jesus was also there on it. It was a beautiful experience. And then in the end, when you made us meditate, it was a beautiful experience. And I didn't want to leave Mother Mary when you said, now angels are taking you back. And I was like, no, I don't want to. And Mother Mary said, I am with you. I am with all of you. You all are my kids. And I'm always there with you. But I was like, no, but I want to stay here. I don't want to go down. And I was just crying and crying, like, thank you. And ma'am, just like everyone said, your voice is so beautiful, and you actually look like Mother Mary in the flyer, and you were also wearing that blue stole, just like Mother Mary is wearing in the flyer. You're beautiful, and thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. I love you, ma'am, and I love you all the Devis and Devas here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, ma'am, and thank you, Anand. Thank you.
Hi, my dear Anya. I have like tears in my eyes. I think that I cannot express with words what you're making me feel. And when we are supposed to be in certain place, all the goddesses and the divine will place all the signs that are required for us to come into that place, into that moment. So I'm very happy to hear about your experiences. I'm very, very honored. And I want to thank Mother Mary, because everything that is taking place here is because of her. It's her energy. It's her beautiful mother art. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, dear Devi.
Hi, Camila. I'm Deepthi. Anandji, hello. I'm Deepthi from Telangana, Hyderabad. So, really beautiful session today. From my childhood, I connected to Bala Tripura Sundari Devi consciousness. But today was like completely different experience. I never connected to Mother Mary. Camila was really full of so much love that I didn't know that healing was left over in me. I was like, in the meditation, I am an Anapanasati doer also. Patri sir is my best friend, philosopher, and guide. And I started coming out of me. It was like overwhelming healing, overwhelming love. It was not easy for me also. Like I had a very injured childhood, and in my life, like received most of the injury from mothers, grandmothers, also from the people I'm trusted and women. So each time it was difficult to heal the circle. But anyway, today when you were telling, I really could connect to something which was beyond, and like something which was not yet healed in me, Camilla. Like you said, we should have more network and connection and communication. I felt that. And one miracle I want to share with Anandji, Thousand Seeds of Joy. I think 10 years before he published the book, I used to get the image which he drew on the book, the Mother Goddess and the receiving of the child. So when I first saw the photo and the book, by the time it was there in me, I mean, like I was so connected. I was waiting for someone to tell that for ages. Like this matriarchy, this love, joy, compassion has to come out. Yes, there is a lot of things yet to be healed, but still, I feel so blessed. And, actually, for the past 2 days, I couldn't connect. Only today I could connect, only for some time, but really, real gratitude. And I'm really happy. Unknowingly, I used to do these women circles also in business and all. I never knew that it was there inside me. Woman Energy, a circle of energy was my institution name, but I never knew it was designed or destined to be a circle of love and joy. I even conducted Devi Circle in Manikonda, Hyderabad, after getting inspired by both Anand ji's book and Patri sir's Anapanasati. So that really connected to me. But I wish to connect more of the energies further with all of you, all the goddesses here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Devi, thank you very much for everything that you have shared. And Anandaji, do you want to mention?
Such a blessing you said that, because in 2011 I was getting so impatient. The book is not getting published, and will it ever be done? We didn't know the cover or anything that you are mentioning. And so she was showing to you already in 2010, you said, right? Yeah. So she had a plan even for
It
me.
was in 11.
I was getting
I had this
impatient.
Tripura Sundari Devi channelized.
Yeah.
Tripura Sundari Devi, Bala Tripura Sundari means a childlike goddess, like innocence and both purity, whatever Camilla was telling, but I didn't know the language or anything at that time. But I was so amazed, and I was waiting for ages for your book, maybe.
So it was a plan she had, even, I didn't know about it. And she already had all the plans, and she was showing it to all her other favorite people on the earth. There's a book coming. How beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you, Camilla. Lots of love
Thank you.
and
Same
light.
for you.
All of you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else with any questions? That was so beautiful. I wish we had more of you, Camilla ji. I think my meditation went a bit long, but and time always flies fast. So we don't want to keep you too long. It's 11, almost 11:30. Anything you want to say? Mother Mary wants to say maybe something last to everybody, and then we end, maybe.
So, Anandaji, for me, I'm like so full of emotions right now
Yeah.
that I do not even know what to say. But I just want to express my gratitude to all the goddesses, to the beauty of Mother Mary. I want to express my gratitude to Mother Durga. I want to express my gratitude to Mother Lakshmi, to Mother Sarasvati, to Maria Magdalene, to all the goddesses that are really allowing us to come and to tap into that beautiful energy of unconditional love that we all have within ourselves. That is the one that is going to heal us and heal the world as well. So thank you very much, Anandaji. Thank you everybody that has been taking the time to come to this workshop. Still, you all very blessed and with this beautiful energy of Mother Mary. She is with you always. Amen.
I just want to add, this beautiful mother energy that you invoked is so close to your heart. It's right here. It is like always there. Just open up to it. It's the mother holding you. Just have to believe, and it's right there, right there. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll continue this workshop.
Have a
Send you a lot
beautiful
of
night.
love to everybody.
Thank you, sweetie
Anandaji,
also, for
Sweetie
organizing all
yes.
of this.
I don't see.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you,
Camilla, ma'am.
Camelia.
Thank you, Ananda sir.
Thank you,
Love you.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ananda.
Baby sir,
Thank you,
I
Ananda.
love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
Thank you.
For
Thank
everything,
you. Thank
love, love, and only
Gratitude,
love.
gratitude, gratitude.
नहीं यार पूरी
Love you. Good
Thank you,
night
Camelia.
and good day.
Thank you, sir.
Love to all.
Thank you so much.
Love you for connecting. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Love
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Thanks a lot.